geez, camera's way off. Hey, Kel. How are ya? Alright, let's see how that is when I lean back. Alright, that's better. No, I was playing around with a bunch of settings earlier and I must have knocked the camera. Why the fuck is this not showing now? Because I'm on the wrong scene, apparently. Hold on a second. I gotta adjust. Give me a second. My stuff was getting all wonky. Okay, and now I'm way too fucking low. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I was having issues detecting the game capture on this. It was really weird. Thank you for the follow. Luna was here. Appreciate it. We're gonna get started. This feels loud. Is it loud for you guys? How's the audio? Alright. A little loud. Alright, let me adjust. Put the music volume down. There we go. Alright. Hopefully that's a little better. Yeah, apply these. Classic or shadow? I don't fucking know what that means. What is shadows? What is? What do? Fuck it, we're playing classic. Alright. So it's barely visible? Okay, like there. Select a backtit color. Look at all these choices in my game. Oh, the purple looks bitchin'. I'm normally blue, but the purple looks bitchin'. Remastered? What is there to remaster? Now I feel like I should go back and I should freaking play that one. Alright. God damn it. Alright, hold on. Alright, and I need to move my alert box up because that somehow got added to the bottom, so that way if we get anything, we can see it. Enhanced with hand-recorded, recolored gameplay and remastered textures, the Telltale Batman brings all across 2 sessions in one complete game while staying true to the spirit of the Dark Knight. Oh, yeah, that's not game. Alright, hold on. Going back to the menu now. Fuck it! We're doing it. I got it, might as well do it. I'm probably gonna have to readjust all these goddamn settings, too. How's your Saturday going so far, Kel? Alright. Might as well do it at the beginning at least, and restart this before we get in too deep. Yeah, I feel it. I totally understand that. Alright. How are my settings? Did it carry over my settings? That's not the one I wanted to do. Audio, video. Okay, it did. Cool. Let's do it. You know what? Fuck it. Can I turn... I cannot turn crowd play on. Okay. I think it's because it won't let me log into my Telltale account anymore, so... Yeah. I don't know if their account system is still working or active, but I could not get it to log in today. Nice. Nice. And then you'll have the rest of the day to do whatevs. That'll be good. Yeah, I've started a little early because I gotta leave around 4-ish for some D&D this afternoon, so... I figured get started early. And this is a game that's been sitting in my Steam library for a while and I've been wanting to play it. don't think I've seen a whole playthrough of this. I think I've seen partials.
What are you?
Oh, well, damn. That escalated quickly. Gotham is an 1820 city, huh? It feels late. I feel like Gotham would have been an earlier city, considering it's on a port.
Get it open. On it. Hey, you think he's gonna show? Bring the whole goddamn place down. Stay focused. We'll be out of here before anyone can stop us.
Frame rate feels a little off in this, but that might just be my computer, honestly.
Christ.
Still dripping. He's fresh. Seriously? Yeah, that's exactly what you think is gonna fucking happen, guys.
Back! Get back!
SWAT teams do not take elevators. What the
You're on
heck?
the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey, wait! Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
Take the stairs.
I heard stories, you know. Sent 3 home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags. No wonder the cops want him dead. Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
Oh, the purple looks so good. Mackie. Cute. Happer. I know you're playing Destiny. Appreciate you
Bruce,
stopping in
You can't keep doing
and lurking.
this.
I have to.
No one else will. Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city is safer now.
I don't know if anyone has ever
They do a
eaten
target,
these. I don't know if you can really see them,
and people will keep you in the crosshairs until you're shot out of the sky.
but
I
they
can
got little sprinkles inside. Super good. Haskets.
Shit! The hell'd he go?
It's like Schrodinger's.
Whatever
Are they
got
here?
you.
Are they not here? You never
Don't make it
know.
out.
Yeah, I think I've made you try them before, Cal. I'm considering trying to talk in my Batman voice.
What was that?
My throat will be real fucked up after this. Yoink.
Back to back, circle up!
If I wasn't going to D&D this afternoon, I would definitely consider it. I don't know. Maybe I'll just start talking like this. That's not my real Batman voice. It doesn't sound like it's coming out right. Oh, fucking Batman. I feel like that would be me in this situation, though. Like, I would just be randomly shooting people, hoping that it hits something. Just popping off. Oh, even Batman's got the glowy
I know you're
eyes.
trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come at! Come on! Come on!
Crunch. That guy's still up, huh? Alright. I hate the shift cues.
Didn't your mother teach you to knock? Behind you, big boy. Payday.
Yeah, we ain't catching her.
Stay where you are! You're under arrest!
Guys, I'm Batman. No, I'm not.
Well, if you want to be intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you.
Well, like, Shift and
so
Q
the
are
police.
both, like, normally my
Scare
pinkies,
tactic.
so... I don't
Just a
know.
performance.
Fucking Selena.
Without a scratch.
So far.
Who voices
That
Batman in
doesn't
this one?
belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
Is this a Troy Baker again?
The shit. The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this.
Because I think Travis Willingham is,
Squeeze into a suit, tie on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
Yeah, Troy Baker. Okay.
Gotham
Because I
needs
think
a
Travis
hero.
Willingham is Harvey Dent in
Someone
this
to
one.
hunt down people like you.
My
So that
boy.
makes me what? A villain? Sounds fun.
Yeah.
Gotta admit
Troy
it,
is in
though.
everything,
You
though.
give a good chase. One day you might actually catch me.
Tonight.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
And let's put you in a
That
cage.
is Laura. Okay.
Bring it, Bat.
We're gonna seduce Laura Bailey. We're gonna seduce the fuck out of Laura Bailey. I don't even get a dodge for that? Jesus, okay.
Over here. You get this? Move us in, closer.
Suplex!
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
That's actually hilarious. Gotcha.
Two of them now? Jesus! Got it!
Wait! Do not shoot!
Oop, missed that one.
Why go to all that trouble for this?
Shit!
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
Who the fuck shot?
God damn it!
I said don't shoot!
No! Wait!
Tis but a flesh wound. Oh god, she's gonna attach the helicopter? Ooh, oh. Batman doesn't kill. Except for when he does. Yeah. I am the commissioner. Well, did better than Spider-Man when that wasn't Mary Jane. What was the other one? Stacy.
Guess I was wrong
Gwen
about you
Stacy was
catching me.
falling off the elevator
Not
shaft.
sure if it was for my sake or yours.
Don't struggle or you'll fall.
Oh, but that's what you crave. The struggle. I know men like you. Bye, Bat.
Oh, and she took my fucking gadget. Fucking.
Step out of the shadows and be Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Yeah, but that's what I do
Well
best.
then,
This reminds me, actually, I
Time
didn't
to
see this
save
week's
the city.
episode of Titans. Welcome to Gotham.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Who
A humble
messaged
district
me?
attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even
So,
one who cut Gotham's crime
Kelly,
rate in
potentially big news. Mar might be
half. For too long, this city has burned
Might be,
with corruption
moving up,
and greed
back up
under
north.
Mayor Hill's authority. But I promise you, a vote for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. Together, we can stamp out the fire and
I
save
love
our great
Titans.
city.
she's potentially thinking
Only
Massachusetts.
Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause. He would. Well, there he is. Fashionable and fashionably late as always. Say hi, Bruce.
Yeah, she is sick of enjoy my wine. It's
Welcome to Wayne
expensive.
Manor, everyone. My apologies for the late arrival.
Oh, not to worry, Mr.
Yeah,
Wayne.
I mean, she's got
We've all made
so many
ourselves
cats
very
that I don't know if Sirius would be able to handle
Thank you
us
again,
living
everyone,
together.
for your unwavering support.
And Patchy is still cranky old Patches, so.
Together, we will change Gotham.
I like how the options were
Mr. Wayne.
Bruce makes dad
Thank you
joke,
for opening your house to us.
normal response.
Now, I know this
Bruce is
the
a pretentious
biggest mansion in
asshole.
Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here. Where were you? I know you prefer the brooding billionaire angle. So the sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Relax. It was important.
Not more than this. I know you despise these things, and truth be told, I do too.
What, a chance to show off your teeth and talk about yourself to a room full of money?
Say it ain't so. It's called playing the game, Bruce. And tonight, if you hadn't noticed, I'm playing for City Hall. No one came here tonight to see me. They want to see the Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors. Your face, specifically, with a mouth that's saying, support Harvey Dent. We're the grease, they're the wheels. And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again.
I'll do anything for Gotham.
Yeah, I mean,
It's my home.
I like how
Our home.
I, on
This'll
Thursday
help you
night,
too, Bruce.
bought
Once
into
I turn
a
the city around
really
as mayor,
fancy party,
you'll be
and
the
I'm like,
hero for
I don't know what the
funding my
fuck you do at
campaign.
fancy parties.
Now all I need is a decent
You're gonna,
slogan.
you want me to talk to random people I've
Terrible
never
at
met
those.
before? I don't do
It always
that.
makes me sound like a used car salesman. Which, for the record,
Ooh, I
have
like
not
put a
been
dent
since
in
before
crime.
law school.
Ooh, I like that
All right,
slogan.
all right. How about, put a dent in crime?
Look at you. It's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey, but you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on.
I also did promise Miracle that I wasn't going to make a scene, so... You know. I also said I wasn't going to talk to Storak, but then he came up to me and I'm like...
Oz?
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband...
voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street.
And there's a lot of them.
I trust your family.
What are we going to do about that?
You believe in Dent? We believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, thank you. But we're all here tonight because we want to make a difference. And that's what it's going to take. Every single one of us. Not just me, not just Mr. Dent. Everyone.
Right. Of course.
Old families like ours should flock together, you know. Like birds.
You're preaching,
or bats.
Dear.
No,
I
it's
like
true.
bats.
The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild goddamn West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality to think so. That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
Well, I have to say I side with your wife on this, Mr. Zellerbach. Even a spark of hope can light the darkness.
Oh, an idealist with a bank account. He'll be broke before Election Day.
And I know Bruce would gladly spend every penny he has to fix this city. I don't doubt that for a moment. And don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. And with Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals. It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne, in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway.
Why does everyone always bring this up?
Truly terrible.
A tragedy like that at such a young age must have been crippling.
Talking about me like I'm right here.
Deranged man had gotten the right treatment. Maybe... well, I don't like to think about maybes. And I'm sure you don't either.
Well, Harvey is the one who's been behind the project since day one. A vote for him is a vote for the memory of my parents.
You'll have it.
Thank you. Thank you both. Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
I like how no one has asked about the 3 scratch marks on his cheek. Time to dance.
Well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Well, you can ask me whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
No, it's all right. You can stay.
Thanks.
Bruce?
This is quite the social event, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, come on now. It's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone tonight.
Not quite everyone.
But how are you doing? You should enjoy your own party before all the champagne runs out.
We're not gonna answer that question.
I'll take that as a no comment.
None of those were good answers.
You've got something on your collar. Is that blood?
Yeah. It looks like
Oh, this? No, that's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but another guest has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never been convicted of anything except being a businessman who loves this city. Excuse us, Miss Vale.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us. Look, at least hear him out before you kick him out.
I don't like this, Harv, but I'm trusting you.
Thank you, Bruce. Seriously. You know I have to pull every string I can to get elected.
Yeah, well, just make sure this one doesn't hang you.
A word of warning, Bruce?
I like how everything is black and white except for Bruce's scratch marks.
Play nice.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up, sky-high ceilings, plenty of room for
Whose
my
voice
cars.
is this? This sounds so
I think I'll
familiar.
take it. Though the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no class.
Let's
Cal, can you look
shall
look
we?
up Carmine Falcone for me?
I like this guy. Ready to do business before we even introduce
Richard
ourselves.
McGonagall. Okay, that name
But we'll
doesn't
get
sound
to that.
familiar, but he's probably a voice actor and everything.
Carmine Falcone. Thank you for welcoming me into your home.
Yeah, many things. I figure he's...
You're a respectable man, I hear.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable in the parlor. Follow me.
Is he Sully? No, he's not Sully, is he? I'm trying to think of who in Uncharted 4 he could be.
You should know, Mr. Falcone, my analysts say we're raising triple
He is
with
Sully.
Mayor Hill.
Okay. Alright,
Hey,
that's
what's-
exactly where I
Private
remember
eye.
from.
Come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say?
Yeah, this doesn't look like shady dealings or anything. Oh my god, Dragon Age Origins
Mr.
is another game that
District
I
Attorney
really
here
loved
wants to make
playing, and
sure
I
the
just
rules
haven't played it in forever, but I have such a backlog that
But
I don't know
in
if I'll
my
ever get back to
experience,
it.
There's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
Unlike most people I've met, Harvey actually has integrity. He's trying to make Gotham a better place.
So am I. So are you. Hey, we all carry this city on our broken backs. Might lighten the load if we do so together. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is.
may I recommend some Prilosec?
So, let's talk relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat. Or I can pull it out from under him.
Meet the Robinsons.
Okay, imagine. This is me. And these are all my friends in Gotham. The business.
Who is he in Meet the Robinsons?
Clubs, docks, unions, politicians.
Mr. Willerstein. I don't remember who Mr. Willerstein is.
I make them all move. And I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home. Hoping to make a new friend.
Is that like one of the
One
teachers?
who can help Mr. Dent
Backwards
see
clothes
the
guy.
light.
Okay, yeah, alright. So he's the one that adopts,
Between your
what's
businesses
it?
and mine, I
what's
bet
his
we
face?
employ half the city. Now, we got a good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
Look, I'm only talking
Okay, yeah.
to you.
So he's the
because
one that ends up
Harvey
adopting
asked,
him and becomes his
trusting
dad.
a friend to know what's best for Gotham.
Now that's a predicament. You listen to me, kid. I know.
Also, sorry,
somewhere
spoilers
inside
for
that tuxedo, you understand the situation.
Meet the Robinsons.
Money gets money.
15-year-old movie.
The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake.
I shook your fucking hand, bro. I chocked your cue stick.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did. People don't say no to me. Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Saved
Heed
by the
your
butler.
butler's advice, kid. Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house.
Good, because it wasn't fucking for sale,
The owner's
asshole.
a prick. And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
What the fuck did I do wrong in that conversation? I fucking shook his hand. I cued his fucking, or chocked his fucking cue stick. I let Harvey in the room? Is that what was fucking wrong? I basically said that I'm in this because of Harvey? Like, what the... I feel like that was just a very railroaded conversation and it was gonna end up that way no matter what. Come on, I want to be back to being Batman. Bruce sucks.
It's me.
Wait, wasn't Annie's brother's name, little brother's name Christian? There's no way he's old enough to be able to do this type of stuff on video games, right? It's got to be a different Christian De Los Santos. I mean, De Los Santos is a relatively common name. Christian is uncommon, but not rare. Why would you keep that on your desk? Your Batman desk.
And we have breaking news tonight. 5 criminals are in custody this evening after a break-in at City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, it should be in a, I mean, I guess he put it in whatever the hell that was.
Does Hill's campaign really think these accusations hold any water with the voters? Or will it be perceived as a desperate attempt from a flailing campaign to take down one of Gotham's most promising young politicians?
Alright, we got a codex of people? My parents are dead. Joe Chill. In case I didn't know who Alfred is, this is who Alfred is. That's a really creepy smile by him. And like the shadow on half of his face. Although I think it's the wrong half of the face. I think it's this half that ends up going, but... He looks like a politician. That is a politician haircut. Cat burglar. It's not even Catwoman. Cat burglar. I wish I knew more about her. Yeah, you do. Oswald Cobblepot. I actually really like what they do with Cobblepot in this one.
Random stabbings are the latest headache for the riders of Gotham's overcrowded Skyrail cars to contend with.
Come on, Falcone.
Multiple cases of riders receiving abdominal
In case I forgot where I lived, Gotham.
while pressed into the tight quarters with fellow passengers. A few have died.
That's actually a really pretty architectural building. Like, that is very, like, cathedral, like... Yeah.
More patients have gone missing from Arkham Asylum, bringing the total number of
I live in Arkham Asylum. 10 out of 10. Would do again.
to 15 this year. Only 3 have been caught to date. but all the escapees highlight the rough, some would say inhumane conditions at the aging asylum. The latest, 44-year-old twin brother and sister Leon and Valerie Muldoon.
Wow, became district attorney at 26.
Authorities are asking that you do not approach.
Is that even possible? Like, how long? I should know this because my dad went to law school, but how long is law school? Isn't it like 2 or 3 extra years?
The Beautiful Act takes effect today, making it possible for landlords to evict tenants immediately and without cause. The new law was created in order to allow Gotham City's biggest property owners greater ability to modify and improve the city's aging buildings.
Bat computer should be able
yeah,
to
I mean, I
read
guess.
data is on that
I mean, we did
storage,
too, so.
So if you come home from work tonight and
I
find
missed
all
what the
your
fuck he
stuff
just
on
looked
the
at.
street, don't worry.
The Bat computer should be able to read whatever data is on that stolen drive.
And if you can believe it, now you can't even trust the valets. More on this after the break.
Mayor Hill says he's tough on
Nearly fell off a building for this.
I don't think Dent, like, canonically usually comes from, like, a very famous, well-to-do family. That's why, like, Bruce has to get involved to be able to get him those types of votes.
killing Gotham's chance for a safer future. Maybe that's because the rumors of Hill's connections to some of Gotham's most notorious mafia families are true. We don't need another gangster running the city. We need a crime-fighting hero.
We need Batman for mayor.
Successful convictions. District Attorney Harvey Dent.
That chair does not look comfortable.
Let's find out what was so important.
Can't save our city alone. He needs your help.
Also, what do you think his
Wayne Manor has 7
fucking
bedrooms, 2
electric
kitchens,
bill
a
is each
library,
month?
A gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater.
I feel like with this, like, massive
And
ass
I always find
supercomputer
you
and
here,
everything, like,
in
he
a
must
dark,
pay
damp
out the
cave.
ass.
in front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house. You know that.
Ah.
Then we should build a...
Fucking people. I'm not in. Thanks, Cal.
8th bedroom down here.
I wasn't in goddamn
Sure, I
mod,
can see the headlines now.
mod view.
Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume.
Solar.
Did
Well,
you
there's like
find out
water
what that,
dripping too. I wonder if he'd be able to have any like hydroelectric power
process.
underneath too.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle.
I will say, like, one of the things that I think the like DC cinematic universe has done really well is I think they did Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I really liked him. Why am I rotating? I don't know.
This is a map of the East Side shoreline. But it could mean any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
He just has that
Maybe
the
it's where
posh,
Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
but like sassy posh down real well.
Can't make sense of it yet. There's still plenty of files to decrypt.
And in the meantime, I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
You the
The
best.
same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But
Yeah,
you'll be
well,
pleased
her
to hear
husband's an
everyone
ass,
has
so.
left, including Mr. Falcone.
Wait, I just came down here
Before
during the
game
middle of the
switched from
fucking
billiards to
party.
cutthroat.
I missed that. I figured that this was
Leaving neat
afterwards.
fistfights to your alter ego.
Yeah. Thanks for the interruption.
And it wasn't for you, Bruce. I was worried I might drink all my good scotch. For the record, your father despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Well,
Back when
they-
it still had
yeah,
one.
I was gonna say Gotham
It
doesn't
can
really
again,
have a
Bruce.
reputation that's good at all.
Though
But that's
people
fine.
like this Catwoman aren't helping.
I don't know
Is
what
she
you're
new
talking
to
about.
town?
A woman
Seen
dressed
her
up in
before.
leather, just running around in the middle of the
Hopefully
night.
she's just a
Sounds
tourist.
about right.
No, I already checked the codex.
Not much to find, apparently.
Few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You might say
You
she
could
is
learn
a
a thing or
cat
two from
burglar.
her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
It's not the point. I want criminals to know I'm out there. Batman isn't hiding from anybody.
I was talking about Bruce. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out, Al. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've
But
been
how would
doing
they,
to get
like...
here. You're in the spotlight more than ever.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
But I know how much pressure you're under. I don't mean to add to it.
It's okay. I know you're only looking out for me.
If we make a suit that fits me, we can trade places some night.
Oh!
Though I'm not partial to
Alfred Batman, let's fucking go!
Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our...
Geriatric Batman.
One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years? Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed.
Is there ever a Batman, like, universe where, like, Bruce dies and Alfred takes on the mantle of Batman? Because that would be fucking hilarious.
Boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints.
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Because, like, in, like, the TV show Gotham, since Batman's, like, a, like, preteen going teenager, like, Alfred, I mean, is former fucking British military. So, he was pretty badass.
Idea.
Boys are so cute. They're on the couch.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the years. If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet.
What? Because they had like a whole like TV series that they were doing about Alfred, like young Alfred.
Used to be close.
Let me see.
I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think
Pennyworth. Epics. Oh, I don't have epics. I don't know anybody that has epics, I don't think. I mean, 5 issues are better than no issues. I don't think that he would last long as Batman, so... Why Batman? How old you all of a sudden look. Weird. This guy just died, and he had an old butler. And now this guy has replaced him, and he's old.
Where are you, Oz?
No coincidence there. Gonna look at this motherfucking graffiti. How suspect would that be? Is like, okay, rich billionaire is walking in slummy district. That guy would totally try to jump me. Okay. Yeah, that's how I feel too, bro. Dude, Alfred was a fucking badass in that show. They did a real good job casting Alfred, too. Yo, Bo.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, he's a fucking boozehead. I shouldn't have done that. He's just gotta spend it on booze. Oh, that's some major clippage right there. That is clipping real hard. Let's go warm my hands up at this burning barrel. Now that's what commoners do, right? This is how commoners act? Yes? Yeah, it's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, I don't know what time of year.
Great.
Okay, so he still has my phone number. Have I not changed my phone number in 20 years? I feel like that's not realistic. I feel like rich people have to change their phone just because it gets out and changes constantly. I can't remember who, I was reading something. I think it was either last year or the year before. I want to say it was like Tom Brady changes his phone number like every 6 weeks or something like crazy like that. I mean, I've had the same phone number ever since I got a cell phone in 6th grade. I am the misfit of my family because I am the old, like, my parents all have a number and my brother has a number that all starts with the same first 3 digits. Mine don't.
Well, that isn't what it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, he does date a lot of crazy bitches. Callie would be all over that too. Well, didn't you change yours, Kel, like after college or something like that when you got a new phone?
Hey.
Beat it.
I like your hairdo, sir. How can I get me one of those haircuts? Does your butler do yours too? Shh, Kelly, no it hasn't. Shh, it has not been that long. Oh, so weird. So when I got my new phone last weekend...
Cash. But this goes through you.
Oh, snap.
You heard it, man.
Dude, just
The
walk
hell
away.
are you waiting for?
Just walk away.
You're making a mistake.
You already made one coming here.
I mean, also yes, but shh.
Kills you.
Do you really want to? You're gonna try to kill Bruce Wayne.
Gentlemen!
Oz.
Keep walking, all right? This don't
Yeah, I'm
concern
walking
you, twerp.
here.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're ruining the moment! Come here. Think that'll do? Stay down!
Oh, Jesus, Cobblepot.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Oh, that was like a fucking eye sock. Oh, Oz. Oh, little rough there, buddy.
Mine! You hear that?
Keys. Oh.
Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little, yeah, good as new.
Fucking Cobblepot. Oh, he abandoned
that
you.
Was a right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
You went a
Besides,
little
someone needed
farther,
to deal
buddy.
with the rubber situation here.
You didn't need to take it so far.
Some folks are fine hearing, Bruce. Others don't get the message unless it's beaten into them. It's been what? 2 decades.
And you know what? I haven't been
fucking
mugged
love
once
Cobblepot.
that entire time.
Yeah, that wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this. This park used to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city.
I don't know if I've ever
chews
watched
right
Young
through
Justice. I'm trying to think. I feel like I haven't.
Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune. There's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
I still gotta watch the Catwoman, or not Catwoman, the Harley Quinn series
It's
that's
funny,
on
huh?
HBO.
Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
I'm sorry, Oz. No one should have to go through that.
Thanks, Bruce. But we are not the only ones suffering. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it.
Yeah, but then I went into a
Never
back
want to see
room
his
with
face
him.
again.
On that, we can agree in earnest.
Let's go
Falcone
fuck him up!
Made a stack of cashing corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And
I don't know if I like the fact that families got put it
It'd be
into
a treat
3
to watch 'em
syllables
painted.
there. Families. Families.
Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are going to be on the upswing soon, though. A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door, and I'm here to let it in.
Athletes.
Which brings me to you, Bruce.
Oh boy.
You see,
You're gonna try to topple
rock
me?
in any direction. You break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list.
Yeah? Are you
My
gonna take me
revolution
down?
Starts. We're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it? I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
That sounds ominous.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Pip pip cheerio. Tea and crumpets and all that, yeah? Go have some scones later. How early is this press conference? We met him at like 6 a.m. I know he said he was a little late, but we weren't waiting there for— oh my god, that's gorgeous. I fucking love that rose window. Kelly, let's go buy it. Girl Chat Mansion. Former Arkham Asylum. Wow, that looks out of place. Wow, that looks so fucking out of place.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Bruce!
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
Hey, Bruce, you mind if we swap cars? I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. Oh, we didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly.
You don't have my car.
We're here about Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane.
Need to talk.
Its methods
Alfred.
for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. And worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today, with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham.
Are they gonna
and
tear
its
that
citizens
gorgeous building
for
down?
years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
That seems like a very historical building.
My parents loved Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat,
I mean,
and tears
it's got
in
the
this
model of the new building behind it. It looks nothing like the one behind us right now.
You know, when I was
But then again, they can't really tear it
9
down
years
while
old,
building another one because you need
my
a place to
parents
still
took me
house
to
those
see a
people in the
movie
meantime,
about a
right?
hero and a mask.
So are they going to build it in the foreground?
A hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost. That night, my parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
Providing humane care for hyper-aggression. Callie would like to rage.
With this facility,
Yeah, I'm just going to keep
our
using the
next
catchphrase.
we can put a dent in crime.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Shiver.
And usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
I'm sure you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so let's open it up. You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Oh, we're leaving it standing.
I say we leave the asylum standing as a reminder that we can do better.
And it's too gorgeous
This
to stare
time
down.
we won't fail those who need us most. All right, who's up next? You there.
Mr. Wayne, Julia Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
Well, I think Mr. Falcone is a voter just like anyone else in this city. He came to learn about Harvey Dent, your next mayor. Next question.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
I probably
But
should have
Mr.
ignored
Wayne,
that,
this
but
morning the
that
Globe
would have looked
received
bad.
evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father,
Wait, what?
Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day.
Wait, my
The
dad's
paper
alive?
trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to
Excuse me,
comment?
Mr. Puffer Jacket Man.
I don't comment on rumors. Why don't we just stick to real journalism here?
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone? Could the allegations be true?
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
All right, this press conference is over.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone? Could the allegations be true?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out. Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Dun 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 dun. Couldn't have fucking waited. They knew I was at a goddamn press conference.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
Says the Commissioner Gordon.
It's warrant. It's not personal.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Oh.
Trying to?
Sorry, you're not a
It's hard
commissioner.
to be a cop in this city. Every battle's
You should be
uphill
a commissioner.
in the
You
rain
look like a
with skates
commissioner.
on.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
Don't let them near the clock.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises. The warrant covers your places of residence, and any companies you own.
And what do you expect to find?
That's for our analysts back at the precinct to figure out. I can't comment. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself.
Of course he fucking did.
As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Alright, I'm not gonna comment on that.
So, consider yourself served. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's chopping block, but here we are.
I am supporting
knows
the
if I go
dude.
down,
Yeah,
Harvey's campaign
that he's
goes
running against. It's pretty simple
real
there,
shame.
Jim.
Mr. Dent's the only DA.
That's why
I
you're not a
trust to make
detective.
conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Seriously, dude? That's a picture of my parents, probably, right? I don't keep pictures of anything else. It's my cat, Skittles.
Bruce, stay back!
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
Bruce. Bruce.
Quick, pick up the tickets before they become soaked in blood so I can keep them as sentimental value.
Bruce?
What the fuck you doing in here?
I didn't mean to interrupt, but
I'm a bit busy right now, Miss Vale. As you can see, Gotham's finest Not the best house guests.
Yeah, the kind who steal things.
They had a warrant.
Listen, Bruce. A scandal surrounding a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention.
I am well fucking aware,
I can
miss.
help you get the right kind of attention.
Are you soliciting
Through my
me?
connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access.
What's your angle?
Not all reporters just want a headline. Some of us are old-fashioned. I still want the truth. The Gazette received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet, and it's all hearsay. Flimsy sources. There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear.
The same
Someone
time
is going after my
as
family.
Oz
after
all
me.
of a sudden is back in the country.
Obviously,
in
the sender
20
didn't identify
years.
themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown. You're the first target on Hill's list.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I just said.
By tonight, this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking about it.
Alright,
This isn't
damage
my
control
first
time.
pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this.
Alright.
Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
On the record, then.
Whenever you're ready.
Whoever fabricated these lies about my family, they will get what they deserve.
Oh, that comes out very
Understood.
threatening.
That's exactly what the people of Gotham need to hear.
That sounded super threatening. I don't think that's what the people of Gotham needed to hear. I was thinking more along the lines of this will
gonna
play
beat
out.
this,
It'll be
Bruce.
proved that
Wayne's always come out on top.
it will not be,
Goodbye, Miss
you know,
Wayne.
I have nothing to do with this. Justice will be served in that manner. Not, people will get what they fucking deserve. Said with angry face and angry
I hate
eyebrows.
to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty.
There's a storm brewing, Mr. Wayne.
We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this was coming.
Unless he didn't fucking
and
know.
find out why he didn't.
Salsa time.
The warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning?
Yeah, someone's coming after me.
Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my ass as it is.
Yeah, Bruce is just coming
Mayor
out very
Hill
hostile right
authorized
now.
this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Thank God they didn't find the.
goddamn DA.
Never mind.
I
Never
didn't
mind.
know
I don't have a
about
cave.
this. I swear.
There's no bad computers.
Hill totally blindsided me on this one.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
Then he's made two enemies.
3 if you count my other
I
personality.
just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this? Just to tangle you up in some frivolous investigation? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
It's gotta be politically motivated. Hill can't match your fundraising, so he's trying to take out your biggest donor.
I don't know. This is a new low. Even for Hill.
It kind of makes
God,
fucking
what a
sense,
mess.
though.
Bruce, I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us.
You should probably distance yourself from me.
What? No, I can't do that.
Well, you may have to.
Don't say that. You...
There you are.
Hey, you?
Sorry.
Oh.
I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
Oh. Travis and Laura. Okay.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selena.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
I'm Bruce Wayne.
So you are.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there.
It's a
Don't
very
worry.
feline
I'm
grip
not gonna
you've got
fall.
there.
Oh, right, sorry.
Selena's new to town. I've been showing her around Gotham, introducing her to people.
You're an excellent tour guide, Harv.
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone. I should have called you a car.
Well, that's terrible. Did they catch the guy?
Not yet. But if they don't, I will.
It's probably long gone by now, whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
So, what do you do for a living?
It's complicated. High risk, high reward.
Ah, stock market, huh?
Something like that. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
Batman punched her in the face,
I'll handle
and she scratched Batman.
Someone at my office has to know what's going on.
Yeah, they basically just recognized each other for who
excuse
they
me, Mom.
actually are. Yeah, that's Catwoman.
Hey,
it's
it's
Selena
Harvey.
Kyle. So you wanna fuck? We're just gonna have an awkward stare off.
The real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Oh, shit.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna expose you. Yet.
In public,
I'm
even?
curious
That might be a
about something,
crime.
though. I do what I do for money, but you're Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse?
Justice.
I have to. But you, why take the risk?
Someone has to be the good guy.
I suppose you think that makes me a bad girl.
A very,
Well,
very
aren't you?
bad girl.
You have something that belongs to me. I want it back. This is awkward for me.
As I recall, you took something from me, too. Hope you're getting some use out of that grappling gun.
I'm more interested in how I can use you.
Hmm.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone.
Oh, well, okay. Let's
If
go
they
lie in
don't
a bed
get what they
together.
want, there will be consequences. I don't like consequences.
All right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address. Now.
No, give me the drive.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't do trust.
You fucking hit me.
I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact. He'll be expecting a cat, not a bat.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago. Better hurry.
Everything okay here?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already. Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon? Aren't you gonna stay for a drink?
Yeah, Bruce. Stay for a drink?
I'd love to, but I've got another appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
You're wearing a suit? Harvey must be so confused. No, she means the latex one. I feel like that said dukes instead of ducks.
Alfred, I'm at the warehouse. No sign
Wait,
of
how-
the woman's contact.
6:44 p.m. and the moon is like is already out. I guess it's winter? But normally Gotham is like almost like northeast type climate, kind of like New York City climate, so I feel like but people aren't I don't fucking know. Oh, that's a lot of blood. Oh boy. All right. You took your sweet fucking time, Bruce.
This wasn't a handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
Too many.
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Gordon, Eastside Docks, Warehouse 133.
He's moving around really well for a dude that just got shot last night, too. I'm so glad I went with the purple. The purple looks sick.
It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effect it may have.
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Although I think orange would have looked good too. I think.
Nothing left to bury.
Yeah, there definitely is something left to bury because there are intestines, sir. We're gonna link this together. I am the best detective.
Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves
Batman's got them
were
glowing
inert,
eyes.
not explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
Well, at
I've
least
seen these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
well, that would fucking make sense, wouldn't it, dude? They were after the same thing that you took from Selina, who was also in.
The canister exploded, sending shrapnel right through the container door.
For once, I'm glad you arrived after the heist. Your armor wouldn't have protected you against
It's
that.
just the angst that makes it dark. So edgy. Batman is best edgelord. Is Batman the reason everybody wants to be an edgelord? I feel like Batman would be the reason everybody wants to be an edgelord. Like, look how fucking cool he is.
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The point of entry's melted.
Okay, so you got a scrap of metal from the canister. Blast epicenter. Meow. Meow.
The scrap of metal is from the exploding canister. But I need to know what caused the explosion.
I don't think is Joker in this one, or is he in the second?
White Rose.
Telltale.
Falcone's calling card.
He's been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir.
You don't think he's in this one? Okay. I think he's in the second one. I think he's like kind of like the primary, but like you could be best friends with him, which is kind of cute. Not great. He kind of looks like a zombie.
Face slashed. Throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then?
Nothing here is natural causes, dude.
Skyline Club.
Convenient. Oh, look at the blood on this dude's hands. I wonder if that is related. Examine the fucking cop.
This man's been badly burned. The damage seems to originate from inside his skull.
How can you tell that by looking at it? I'm gonna drill into his head to find out. Oh, juicy. Yum.
Sensors say it's an incendiary round. Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister,
causing the aforementioned boom.
Blood, broken nails, bits of human flesh.
Yum 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 yum. Okay, we're gonna link your bloody hand, sir, to the clawed off, ripped off face.
The cop shredded this merc to pieces, barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
The psychoactive nerve
A
gas.
nerve agent could make them psychotic.
He would like to rage. Okay, before I start linking, is there anything else? Okay, no, so we're gonna link the Okay, alright.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
Wow, okay, that's depressing, Batman.
Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
Okay, what else is there to fucking examine here? Okay, we got tire tracks.
Something was here when the explosion occurred.
Okay, so we've got the blast epicenter with the canister fragment. And then I've got this guy with the incendiary bullet. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to link the incendiary bullet to? Like, whatever was sitting here? It doesn't exactly make sense. Okay, so let's unbreak that. Let's unbreak that.
Don't think so. No proof.
Okay. So those definitely have a strong connection. There is no doubt about that one. Let's grab this link and put it on the canister, I guess?
Find a connection.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
Well, I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military.
Alright, and I guess then the only other two connections are the blast epicenter and the unscorched area.
Someone drove off after the explosion.
Yeah, no shit, there's fucking marks on the ground.
Yes.
God damn it, Batman.
Falcone leaving his rose here. This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move.
I like how the hollows are also purple.
One of the snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned him down. Then things turned grim. Possibly
dark.
due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. And was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what
You know what really bothers me?
Escaped.
So I've been watching
Have you located the shooter?
Sabrina on
No,
Netflix.
but based on two
and
impact trajectories,
like the main
canister and
warlock
the
dude
cop.
in it has like these
She could
really
only have a
long,
clear
super
shot from
manicured
there,
hands and nails,
there,
and it's like
there.
it bothers me. It
Would have
really
contaminated
bothers me when
himself
guys
with
have
the
nails that
phosphorus
long.
residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Oh, cool. Wait, did we get another one, or did she give that back to us? Yeah, I'm on season 2 right now, so I still got a ways to go, but...
Both targets could have been shot from here.
Yeah,
No
I
phosphorus trace.
just got to the wedding part. Catwalk. Stairs. We're gonna... We like cats. Catwalk for Catwoman, exactly.
Phosphorus
Yeah, I
spike.
don't know if it's just because, like, playing sports growing
vantage
up or
point.
whatever, because I had my hands in, like, hockey gloves and stuff, that I always had to keep my nails really short. Because it, like, hurt, like, trying to play hockey with really long nails. And then, like, with softball, too, having, like, the nails in the gloves, I was not a big fan.
Killing time.
Plus then it was, like, you know, with the dirt, getting the dirt under my nails and stuff, it was just, ugh.
This is the right spot.
Keep them short, man.
So where did he go?
Yeah, like, it just, I don't know.
Trace stops here.
I hate the way my hands and nails feel, like, after painting my nail. I hate that feeling. I don't know why, but, like, the feeling of, like, your nails being painted and stuff, it bothers me so much.
My turn. Don't make me add your corpse to this graveyard.
The dude was just, like, laying there waiting for us.
I ain't telling you nothing.
I ain't telling you shit.
You can't make me talk.
You didn't do this alone. Where are the others?
Long gone. You won't find them. You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
Alright, hit us a punching bag. Let's go. Speed bag.
It's true what they said about you. You're a friggin' animal.
I'm a fucking bat.
Give me a reason to stop. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop.
It's called
All
internal
on the inside.
hemorrhaging.
Tell me the plan, or I start swinging.
I ain't scared of you, man.
Tell me.
The Catwoman was supposed to hand over a drive. Had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us. Called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions.
Yeah, he wouldn't fucking know.
I start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! Some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon.
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear, I swear!
This guy's a fucking lackey. He ain't gonna know shit.
I told you everything I know! You're an animal!
Yeah, we're gonna break it.
You'll never hold a gun steady again.
Good.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. These are cops. Get an ambulance in here.
I think I need to call the coroner instead. Now put up your hands! Don't move!
Joke's on you, I'm a righty.
What did you do to him?
Don't move!
I'm sorry, Gwen. I did what I had to.
Well, I wish you had waited for us. Could have avoided this.
You have the right to remain silent.
Gordon?
I said silent! If you say another word, I will shoot you. I don't care if half the city thinks you're a hero. Right now, you're a suspect.
Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people
I
to go
called
berserk,
you fucking
turn
here.
violent. We need to
What is this, a self-report in Among Us?
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
I am my
You're
own
taking
task
this too
force.
far, Bruce.
I mean, I freely admit I broke that dude's arm.
You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal.
I am a mammal.
You nearly killed a man tonight.
I did not. That is over fucking exaggerating, Alfred.
Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
He's still alive, isn't he?
And in the hospital.
Where he fucking belongs.
Next time, it might be the morgue. Especially now, during this preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature
No
of
killing.
Lorraine.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you
That's a
leave
look,
this
Maggie.
cave. You're a good man, Bruce. Good. Just like your parents. Don't lose that. I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Sometimes this job requires hard decisions.
That's
You're the right
cute,
man to make
serious.
them.
That's adorable.
In fact,
You're
I
cute
think
too,
you're
Mac.
the only one who can. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sirius is airing himself out.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway, it made me.
It was so
who I
cute
am.
yesterday when my brother dropped
can't get it out of
Mackie
my head.
off. Like Sirius
That
got
is
all
your
excited,
gift
was like chasing him around the
and
bottom of
your
the
curse.
house, and they
Being
were like,
Batman
they
can
were like
allow you
super
to
frisky
turn
with
back
each
the
other.
tide
It
of
was, and then
treachery
Sirius like
that's
rolled
reached
over and
your
was like,
city
"Attack me,
shores,
Mac! Attack me!
or
Please
drown
attack
you in
me!"
its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this.
Remember
that
who you
boy
are.
in the alley.
I
Why?
won't forget.
Wow, that's
Neither
actually
will
really
I.
funny. Like the remember who you are. What the fuck do you think he is, Mufasa?
Well, back into the fray again.
Mufasa, Mufasa, Mufasa. Say it again. We're gonna clear out all my things. So what's going on with Harvey? I have Harvey looking into why he sees my assets, but his new friend is Selena Kyle is the Catwoman. Yeah, she is no longer Cat Burglar. She has a name now. Catwoman. I wasn't sure if she was a woman before, but now I am. Like... Okay. By Julia Martins. Okay, so this one isn't Vicky Vale. Has Vicky got an article about me? Nope. Okay, we've done that. We've done that. There's nothing else for me to do. But this.
Well, looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this?
Blackmail?
Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering?
You see Dad's name on any of these documents?
I'll run a search, but so far I don't.
What do you think, Alfred's a fucking supercomputer in himself? Like, just Control F, dude.
This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Beep, 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 beep.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
At its source!
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Barbara Gordon.
We can mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
It's the Popo. We're giving it to
The
Jim.
cops are on the front lines of this war. Gordon needs this more than anyone.
A wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on two fronts tonight. Gordon through the police, and Batman...
by any means necessary.
I thought you were against the Batman
Whatever
a few seconds ago.
It ends tonight.
Jesus.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you.
Falcone is Spider-Man?
No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
What's up, Sirius? Come here. Mickey, you want to come say hi? Come here. Well, neither one of them wants to come say hi. Squeeto. What you doing, Squeets?
This is a silver bullet.
Your mommy hates when I call you that.
It's gonna put Falcone down once and for all.
You're a cute boy, Sirius.
I don't even want to know where you got this.
No, you don't.
Still, I gotta know one thing. Why give this to me? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the hell out of this.
I heard you were the last honest man on the force.
No need to blow smoke. I got enough cancer coming my way as it is.
You probably should stop smoking.
Thank you. Honestly. Knowing this evidence can lock up Falcone. I'll sleep like a goddamn baby. For once. You know, as much as I appreciate you calling me here, I gotta make one thing crystal. I can't be bought. So you should know this isn't gonna change a thing about the investigation of your family.
That's fine.
The Waynes always supported the Gotham police.
There are no strings attached. I just want Falcone gone.
You and me both. I'm tired of staring at his mugshot. I gotta go. Came straight from a crime scene. Haven't been home yet.
Someone bought
this whole
Telltale, right?
Crime scene.
Like the
We're
rights
just
to the
walking
games and
through it.
stuff, because I think they
What you're
actually
will make
company
walking
actually confirmed that
much
they're
safer.
working on like the second
Thanks, Bruce.
Wolf Among
Well,
Us.
Lieutenant?
Hey, stick to Jim.
Only my friends call me that, or big time Timmy Jim. LCG.
It's done.
Okay.
Good. So is our hunt.
I hope they
The
do
drones located
Wolf Among Us
Falcone
justice.
downtown,
That
a place
was
called the
still my favorite
Skyline
of every
Club.
one that they've done so far.
You're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
as fuck. That seems a little bit excessive, Bruce. It's a good little drone.
Cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone. Good point of entry. Cameras.
The entire floor is under surveillance. You'll be detected as soon as you enter.
No time for subtlety.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Only one of them is organized.
You're cute.
So, are you alone?
Not anymore, I'm not.
Oh. She liked that
Where's
pickup line.
Nikki? In lockup. Again? Christ, Kimmy. What did they pinch him for now? Some hit down at the docks. Nikki? No. I didn't think he was a hatchet man. You and me both. Well, does he got an alibi? Honey, I'm always his alibi.
Ooh, modern art.
Nothing here.
It's the Cube of Force.
The White Rose. Falcone's symbol.
A red rose after tonight.
That's the most heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be Falcone's hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards. Stealth not an option. I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by. Couple of options for taking this guy down.
Oh yeah, we modern art in this bitch. It's kind of cool that you can kind of like plan ahead of time. Staircase. Is that my only option? Lame. It kind of reminds me of like the Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes. I was like, it would do stuff in like slow motion.
This one might be tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
I just hate like it makes you link it, but there was only one of them that actually had a legitimate choice. Hi. Bye. Okay, what else did I miss? I thought I linked this dude to the... Did I not link the dude to the screen? Like, is that a false option? Like, it showed him going through the screen.
Bruce, have you formulated your plan of attack?
I'm going in.
Very good, sir.
Going in hot,
Your
Alfred.
turn to crash his party.
Ah, good one, Alfred. I'll make sure I use that one. I'm Batman. Ooh, that is a death blow. That was right in the fucking head. I am actually going to use the stairs. Fuck door grappling hooks.
Goddamn circus freak!
Yep. Thanks for taking out your own dudes.
You got no goddamn right to be here! The hell?
Bye. I'm here. Ooh.
How about this one? You can't sneak up on me.
EMP armed.
Get your goddamn hands off of my suit!
Nah.
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this now.
You got a lot to learn, kid.
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
I like how he has this like heavily fortified room though, with glass windows that were easily breakable. Like you think those would be at least bulletproof or something, and Batman should not have been able to break them with a kick.
Oh!
You've lost, Falcone.
I'm here to put a dent on a crime! Oh god.
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to lead you here? Yeah, something reeks about this whole thing. And it is a dead bat.
Still want to play games?
We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a show. I'll be walking.
Gotham will hear of this.
Oh, wait. Christ almighty.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You want to save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Do I have a split
Thanks for the
personality?
assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
God fucking damn it, bitch. This fucking bitch wants to just kill Batman, man. She's got an itchy trigger finger. No hesitation. She went to the Purr School of Shooting People.
Fire and smoke could reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a
Look at this guy's
high-rise
cardigan.
mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years. But after this dramatic arrest and evidence released by the GCPD's Lieutenant Gordon, Falcone's going away for a long, long time.
Hell
And
yeah.
speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings,
Oh no.
this brings me to the story everyone is talking about. The Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises Tower was a reassuring sight.
He's Gotham's
We knew that
dad.
there was something pure at the heart of Gotham. That this city, for all its faults, was built by good people. But with Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here shaking hands with Carmine Falcone, may be just as crooked as his parents. In his defense, Wayne fired back saying,
Whoever fabricated these lies about my family, they will get what they deserve. Understood?
in a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth.
Gothamites, yeah.
Is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
From Alfred, yeah. So fucking unnecessary.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built. I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die. If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
Fucking tell me, Alfred! God damn it, Alfred. Alright, that's episode 1 done. Hell yeah. Yep, 60, yeah, okay, so 2/3 of us, brought in Harvey. Yep, shit ton of people provided quotes for Vicky. Oh, oop, I was in the minority of breaking arms, but that was close to a 50-50 split. Yeah, 72% gave it to Gordon. Shoot. Okay. So I was pretty much in the majority of most of these. I like that they give you that. Follow Batman's adventures wherever comic books are sold. Episode 2. Let's go. Let's go. The boys are being so good right now. Aren't you boys? You sweepy? They're just chilling on the couch again. It bothers me that Discord is saying that I have one notification, but then I open up Discord and it's not showing any notifications. Ah, okay, there it was. It's weird that it was not showing me I was tagged.
You don't have to do this. Only you now, Master Bruce.
A golden plaque in the center of a crime alleyway. Wouldn't you just
I thought I might
think
find
that
you here.
someone would steal that?
The news was
Repeatedly.
upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
People are throwing stones at my family, Alfred. I need to understand why.
It's my family, too. Don't forget that.
Your last name isn't Wayne.
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
And you didn't exactly make that money? You already had money to begin with.
Hill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father, Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
Falcone, the papers, they were telling the truth. Everyone knew about this but me.
I know it's a lot to take in. I want you to know I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then they were killed, and you were all alone. And I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you.
You're so cute, Mackie. Sirius jumps off
I
the
hope
couch,
you
and then
can
Mackie
forgive
jumps
me.
off the couch.
How could I hold this against you? You're all I've got, Alfred.
Thank you.
But you did
won't
tell
let
me
you
that my
down
father would have
again.
nothing to do with him. So we're gonna have to talk about your honesty and your open. We need an open door policy
This
here,
is the
Alfred.
first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your
Yeah,
father.
pretty much, Cal.
I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big.
Unless it was a fucking hit.
Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think.
I
You
fucking
always
do.
said it was a simple mugging.
I didn't fucking know
In
he was a
20
crime.
years, you've never wavered from that story.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
He has like really bad
Sometimes
like curve
we
read and
block
wrinkles
out
around his
things we
face.
don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Sirius is like, get away from me. Jumps back on the couch. I bet you within 5 minutes, Mackie's gonna be back on the couch. You're a cute boy, Sirius.
I want him standing here, right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'd only want to ask him one question. Why? My parents could have given him anything. Why would he just shoot them?
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
That's kind of fucking sus. Just saying. Nothing else over here? Nothing else? Like how Bruce is just walking around in the rain. You don't give 0 fucks right now.
just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Bruce, we might want to talk about your hallucinations.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
Well, it's kind of cute.
I never knew that. She was always so good to me.
Like how Bruce is finding out all this shit about his parents now. Like, I never knew that they did this stuff for me. Like, Alfred did a really shitty job talking to him about stuff.
You don't have to do this. And the gun fires.
And after that?
Chaos.
There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. Do I really want to know?
Stay back!
Take whatever you want.
Nothing personal, just business. They told me you had it coming.
You don't have to do this. Don Falcone is making a mistake.
I remember everything in vivid detail, except for my dad talking about Falcone and this guy saying they had it coming. Right, Bruce. That's the stupidest way to take off a pearl necklace, by the way. You just devalued it so much.
Bruce, are you alright?
Fucking no, I'm reliving my parents, like, the worst day of my fucking life.
Assassinated. And Carmine Falcone knows why.
God damn it, Bruce. You're cute, Becky. You're cute too, Poopy. Sirius always gives me this, like, disgusted look every time I call Mac cute. I mean, it's pretty much this look.
But getting you in to see Falcone like this, I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always here for you, but this could land us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
Look, I get that, Art, okay? And it means a lot to me.
I know it does, Bruce. It doesn't make it any easier.
Yeah, exactly.
The last time we brushed shoulders with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
I'm not sure, but I think Falcone put a hit on my parents.
Wait, what? Bruce, that's terrible.
That's why I have to speak with him. I have to know for sure.
Bruce, I appreciate you opening up to me, but just try and keep it cool in there. I don't want any headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
Sorry, Harvey, I was going to tell you.
Tell me what?
Your friend here gave us a case that'll put Falcone away for life. A catalog of his entire criminal empire.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that son of a bitch better not get off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Rene Montoya. I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
You're the one who always
Thanks,
shoots at
Sergeant.
me. Dumb bitch.
We're keeping Falcone in the infirmary. He's lucky he didn't get roughed up more. I could tell Batman wanted to kill him, but he held back. He cares about doing the right thing.
Well, whoever he is behind that mask, I say Gotham's lucky to have him.
Yeah. It's great to know he's out there watching over the city.
God, all I can hear is Travis Willingham.
All right, Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say.
Like, I feel like that's his
We'll be
normal
out of
voice. He didn't even really change his voice at all. I think Laura definitely changed her voice just a little bit. Like, I can hear it, but it wasn't immediately recognizable. Oh no, it's a mosquito. Children of Arkham.
The hell? Bruce Wayne?
Ew, why do I gotta get a feet shot in there? Fuck off, game.
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me.
Hey, Nix, good morning.
Good
How
thing I'll
are
be out of
you?
here in a week.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met.
Yes,
But
feet
then
shots obviously
I
show
knew
that
you'd
he's in
come
bad
around.
position.
Especially after the press got their teeth into you.
Can we, like,
You're your
see,
father's
but the thing
son.
is, when you're in a hospital, they normally
that's
put
right.
those, like, non-slip
Tommy
socks
and
on
I
you.
were close.
Like, I remember when I was in the hospital, like, I couldn't go anywhere
than
unless I had
friends.
those slip socks
More like
on.
cousins.
Until you sent Joe Chill to kill him.
Ah, so you fucking
that's what this is
finally
really
figured it out.
The pup digging up
Doing
the
pretty good.
20-year-old
Doing
kid.
pretty good
Two
today.
killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically
I don't know.
family.
I'm also have really poor
thought you'd
circulation
figured
in my
that
hands
out
and in my
by
feet, so my feet are always cold.
tried to get
Another
through to
reason
you
why
and
they're
get
pretty much always
spotted.
covered.
You showed me the door.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything
True,
like
he doesn't have a
Thomas Wayne,
blanket.
then we're not so different.
I ain't fucking like
Your
my dad.
father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do.
Why do you keep making me think my father's still alive?
Damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there.
I ain't a
Good
fucking
boy.
doctor.
Help Uncle Carmine out.
I ain't a fucking doctor. You ain't getting fucking shit from me. Okay, maybe you are getting shit from me. Yeah, hospitals are super cool. I don't want to hurt him, though, either. Oh, that's fucking dumb. Can I just, like, walk away? I just wanted to walk away.
40 years I keep my veins clean of any of that gunk. But you never forget the tender kiss. It'd be so easy to give me the whole vial, wouldn't it? Enough there to put an old dog down forever. Of course, you'd never know the whole story. How much of your parents do you have in you?
I'm not a murderer.
No, you're not. That's why you were kept in the dark.
In the dark.
Much better, kid.
He's from Boston.
Thank you. Gesture like that reminds me of your mother.
We'll talk about my fucking mother.
Father may have been the doctor, but Martha, she had the human touch. Think you got more of her in you, tell the truth.
Well, I wouldn't know. You took her from me when I was 9 years old.
All the I
You
mean,
really think I hired children?
to be honest, it's either Boston or New York. It's pretty much
I
the
worked
two
with Joe
stereotypes,
Chill from
so...
time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take 'em out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
What the absolute fuck?
They're waiting for you in hell.
Yeah, okay. Cop with itchy trigger finger, yup.
The bastard had to die.
Yep, it would be the cop with itchy trigger. She's related to Purr.
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
Okay, that's a really annoying noise. Thank God that's over. Okay. You got you got a little bit of you're a little veiny. So is he insinuating that Cobblepot's put
We are in deep
a
shit.
thing on him? The dents?
I bought us some time, but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the
Yeah,
hall.
that's pretty much it, Nix, is those are really the only two colors. Everything else is like very noir black and white in
Doesn't make any
this.
sense.
That was a little bit of yellow orange
She'd
at the
never
end of
do
the cigarette.
anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption
Batman only sees
when
the
our
world
own
in black
cops
and
are
white.
redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this. We gotta spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in and that we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
I'd love
Then
this
we
style
need
of
the
Telltale.
complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyer.
Oh, fuck.
Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
I'm on it. Yes, leave Bruce Wayne, the non-cop, in the room with the
Tell me
suspect.
if she says anything.
Why the fuck is he
Have to know
leaving?
why she did this.
Why is he letting him investigate? This is so stupid and so against every protocol.
Alfred, Falcone's been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Beep boop boop beep
Alfred,
bop.
I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
Ew. That is a puncture wound right there.
Fresh injection site.
That's a
Doesn't look like blood.
very heavy gauge needle, I feel like, on that. I mean, Bruce doesn't. I feel like the commissioner does. Well, Lieutenant Gordon right
Still
now.
visible beneath her skin.
He's usually a very by-the-books kind of guy.
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Swipe.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
How the hell, like, would you be able to tell it from that?
Where am I?
It's so silly.
Mr. Wayne? What's going on?
You shot a dude.
Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen.
I've been using a lot
You
lately.
have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone.
Of course you fucking do.
But I would never, never betray the lieutenant.
You shot at Batman multiple times after he said no.
Foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt. No consequence.
I must kill
There
the
was a
Batman.
voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that.
He was handcuffed. He couldn't get off.
I had to. No matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't. They were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
Where the fuck were you when it
You
happened?
must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm. guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Viva la revolution!
Cobblepot said something similar.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do. Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Yeah, well, I know a guy.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Yeah, that's where the line gets drawn. As soon as forensics is involved.
I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Vicky. Hi.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Where did you get that?
So it's true?
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you kind of did,
Word
Bruce.
is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life.
I was actually hoping
a
Arkham.
day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here.
Start up at the bottom, now we're
You can't
here.
afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use.
Oh, this bitch.
Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened.
A police sergeant, Renee Montoya.
Wait, Sergeant Montoya?
You didn't get this from me.
I mean, kind of somewhat good. I mean, like, that quote, I think, was better that we gave her that quote versus not giving her any quote, because that would have been fucking sus. Yeah, here's the obnoxiously red color, and everything else being black and white. But it's also the Batmobile, so kind of weird.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself, or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric.
I mean,
either way,
she's
I
the
need
press,
to find him. Let's put our
so-
drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime,
you
we
don't
have
need to, he's
find out
upstairs.
What we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scan on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic
Bat
that
magic.
Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals.
A little bit
Would have
ironic.
guessed that's how he'd meet his maker.
I don't know,
Alone in
my
his
dad.
sick bed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Murder at the hands of Montoya. That's not justice.
Whoever did this was
Murder at the
judge,
hands of Batman.
jury, and
That's justice.
executioner. No one should act as all three. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
Not really.
What did you learn from him?
He backed up what you told me. My father ran the city, with two of the worst men in it.
If they were working together, it's strange Falcone had him killed.
He said he didn't kill
It
him.
wasn't Falcone who called the hit.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Okay, is there anything else I can look at? Doesn't look like it.
This refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses.
I mean, I feel like that's any, like, major hardcore drug, though. It's gonna...
The men at the docks were doused
Do
with
that
the
to
base
you?
chemicals. The reaction was messy.
Twitch fucked up on you?
Out of control.
Huh, weird.
Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
That's odd.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but dragging others to fight them for you.
With this drug, they can exploit anyone's baser impulses. The things they would otherwise control.
Oh, Max back on the couch was
Your
serious.
drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Select a drone. Drone me, daddy.
Find her now! Send a strong message.
Yeah, they're being very cute today. Since I got him for the weekend, my brother had to go down to Florida with his fiance because her sister is also getting married. So they going down for an engagement party this weekend. I mean, they are on opposite ends of the couch, but it's still pretty cool. Yeah, maybe congratulations. we'll see.
You'll be alright. Alright.
I'm an asshole and I'm not convinced.
The Skyline Club. Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
I'm Batman. Ooh, that guy's okay. There's a big buff boy.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. The man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
I mean, he just looks gross, though. But yeah, big buff boy. Bah!
You lot, come check out this office.
I am the Stealth Lord.
Where is he? I don't know! Please, name. Right. You can help me.
Let him go.
Batman! It's about
My god, that guy looks like
you
he's a
kill a crime
fucking
boss,
zombie.
You'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante. Oh, don't worry, I'll pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen.
The only thing you'll get from me is a trip downtown.
Is this about Falcone?
We're gonna make a dent on a
We
crime.
all saw how you felt about Falcone. Pounded him into a pulp on live TV.
But I didn't
if
fucking
you were
kill him.
truly the defender of this city, you'd have finished the job yourself. Admit it, Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out.
You don't decide who lives and who dies. That's not justice.
But it's bloody well satisfying, isn't it? As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go. How's about we talk this through?
That's why I'm here.
We helped you with Falcone.
That's
Now,
not the type of
we
help I
could
want.
just cut out the rest of the rot. Like Wayne and Hill, ordinary folks might be able to breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing. I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
Like, I really like Cobblepot's hair, but I feel like it'd be greasy. I feel like it'd be very greasy.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal. She didn't make good on it. So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay to watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Oh,
He reminds me of Red Skull.
Selina.
Like, his
Yes!
nose
Oh,
is
beautiful
just
name.
very, like, almost syphilis-y. And yes, I'm aware I just made up the word syphilis-y.
Have to try harder than this.
Fucking A. Why the fuck is that guy that fast?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Achievement unlocked. I'm a big fan. Let's fucking go. Oh, that's sad. This one doesn't even have a back. He's empty. Bruce actually owns a hoodie. I feel like that's very... Like, he probably had to go out to buy that. This is how casual people dress, right? Am I doing it right?
Is that Bruce Wayne?
Hey, yo, bartender. Order me when casual people drink.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists. Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
Do you know Selina Kyle? There are men after her.
Uh-huh. When aren't there?
Yeah, I'm
well,
one of
these
them.
ones are trying to kill her.
Hey, don't I know you?
Maybe.
It is you. Knew it. Cops take all your fancy clothes? Or you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few? It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
Oh
You
yeah,
didn't seem
Laura
to mind
Bailey.
the company. Whatever.
So, I'll buy him a drink. I got no problem buying him a drink. He didn't even put the hood up. He doesn't know how to be too casual.
Better be an apology.
Not quite.
You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit.
She didn't even.
Gotta be kidding.
She didn't even know who her fucking client was.
You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them.
I screw him real hard.
The Penguin.
Penguin can't take on both of us, and I'm not going anywhere. Clearly you know something about him.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common.
Oof. Big oof.
The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad.
He thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to
Of course
find
not.
out.
He's not a little
Oswald.
girl.
Penguin is
Probably
about to
not a
unleash
virgin either.
God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
I mean, look at that
A
hair
good
and that
reason
accent.
not to be here when he does. You want to stay?
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl. Harvey knows that.
You and Harvey, it's pretty clear you aren't just friends.
Please, I'm just toying with him. I only take my claws out for someone special. You and I...
Oh, that guy's got a mohawk. He means business. This guy with a mohawk tried to kill me too.
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello.
Hello, governor. Oh yeah, I need music to beat people up too.
Beat it. We're here for her.
Let's go.
You care about your own skin?
Gentlemen, please. Sit.
I'm motherfucking Batman.
Let's work
Hey,
this out
Scamos.
like civilized people.
We're done talking.
Well, shit. Oh yeah. I ain't no pretty boy. Whatcha? This ain't suspicious. Hiya! Suplex! Let's fucking go! Cue ball him! I like how Laura Bailey doesn't have the shiner anymore, but she's still got the cuts on her face. They don't even look scabbed over, and yet the bruise is completely gone. It's not even the gross yellow bruise anymore. Back to back, Wavenja style. I mean, wrong company.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Yeah. Oh, now I got two. What you? We are.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
It's what I do best. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Come on, this way.
Hell yeah, Laura Bailey, I will follow you anywhere. That was actually a pretty well choreographed fight. Hey, quick, don't.
You see anything? Negative. Let's check the other side.
Real thorough search you did there, bud. Real thorough search.
Are we alone?
I don't know. Do you want people to watch? Nope, we're going for it. It's Laura Bailey.
Let's get out of here. I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
But you're an alley
Wait.
cat.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now where's the fun in that?
Rejected.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
I fucking stole it again.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
I like how the cop is
It's
right
fine.
there and I'm
The
just
back computer
standing
found
up.
anything yet?
Bruce,
Doing a real good job, cops.
all from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. What else is on there?
Looks like they were in contact many times.
If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. People look up to Batman after how you handled Falcone.
Okay, and the cops didn't notice that
Terrorizing
Bruce
the
Wayne's
mayor could
bright
damage
fucking
that
red
goodwill.
car was in this alley.
Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately. Bruce would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
No, we're going as Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Yeah, and he like fucking speeds off, loud ass car. No one noticed. Good job, still not have cleaning up the fucking gaping hole in there. All right, cool. Yeah, seriously, that was a hard natty one.
After taking down Falcone, try not to throw it away by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm a light touch. When I need to be.
The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
God, how does that not like fuck up his knees?
Deborah, you incompetent! Dent's up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd better be back here in the next 15 minutes or I'm cutting your pay. Deb, who's there?
Deb, is that
Deborah?
you?
Is that you?
You know who I am. It's time we finally met.
Even his joints has calluses.
Batman? What are you doing here?
Paying you a fucking visit. What does that look like I'm doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit, Mayor. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening.
You're lying.
Everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are.
Yeah, like you are. You're gonna make me do this the fucking hard way. Security! Security.
Pick up, goddammit!
I fucking EMP'd this shit.
Don't kill me. I've done nothing wrong.
Why come to you?
Because I knew about Arkham Asylum and what was done to those poor people. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman! Shoot him! Come on, get the mayor out of here!
That was a really bad smoke bomb. You could totally still see him completely through
I
that.
heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed, I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there. I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's a plan of the old
Hey,
Monarch
thank you for
Theatre.
the follow.
The auditorium where the debate's being held.
Really appreciate it. Alex
I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras
How
at
are
the
you
auditorium.
doing today, man?
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel. To learn so much in so little time.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
I must check all my codex files.
Gotham District Attorney
Ooh, pretty much everyone's got a thing now.
hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office.
Okay, my dad
Despite
sucks.
the backing of billionaire Bruce Wayne,
Alfred
rumors
lied to me.
persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff and making ad buys. A Dent spokesperson said these rumors are nothing more than a smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent Mayor Hill's campaign.
So Bruce has got
Other news,
major
nobody
daddy
goes to
issues.
Gotham's dive bars expecting a quiet night out, but police say a brawl tonight at the Stack Deck Bar in Wilkesburg was the rowdiest one in recent memory. Reports say multiple arrests were made, with all the suspects taken into custody.
The Gothamites.
Unconscious. Police are seeking an unidentified man and woman.
Yeah, dead dad issues.
Conversation with the assailants.
Wasn't like Daddy went out for milk and didn't come back.
Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent appears to be hitting some potholes on his path to the mayor's office.
She actually
Despite the backing
named.
of billionaire Bruce Wayne, rumors persist that the candidate is having trouble paying his campaign staff.
The identity of the killers or killers is still
advice.
unknown and no one in the department's talking. She didn't
Spokesperson
actually
said
leak the
these
name,
rumors are nothing
interestingly
more than
enough.
A smear tactic perpetuated by the incumbent mayor.
Wait a minute. The images on these cameras haven't changed. Something's wrong.
They're on a loop.
Penguin's men may have commandeered the cameras on their end. We could just be looking at.
What they want us to see. Warn Gordon that he may
Who's
have
your
visitors.
boys? Someone home?
I have to get down there.
Go see who is?
Now.
Oh yeah, sleepy boys. Jesus, that was loud.
Harvey needs to get out of there.
Obnoxious car screeching noises.
Hey, Bruce. Man, I'm glad you called. I needed to talk to you, actually. Something's come up. Something that's, well, it's not exactly pleasant.
Why? What happened? Are you all right?
Me? Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, you mean because of this penguin threat? They have me in some back room until the debate begins.
For my own protection, they said. A little bit of overkill, if you ask me. Look.
Bruce, I didn't want to do this over the phone, but...
My advisors are telling me that I need to...
that I need to...
distance myself from you. Until all this mess with your family blows over.
I get it. It's the smart move, but let's talk about that later.
I'm glad you see it that way.
I told you that last
the
episode.
allegations in the press, and now this mess
And you
with
got pissed at
Falcone,
me, but now that you're saying
you're a
it, it's not me, it's you.
But here's the thing, Bruce.
Without your money...
I am dead in the water. I know this is a delicate topic, but I need you to keep me afloat.
I may have to trash you in public. But you and me, we'll know the truth about our friendship.
Forget your campaign for a minute. The money won't matter if you're dead.
Yeah, well, until I am...
It is still my primary concern.
Listen, I hate to
You're a
push you,
dumbass.
but
I need to know.
Yeah, fine.
Can I count on your money, Bruce?
It's gonna look really bad if it comes out that you're trashing me and I'm still paying you behind there.
to save Gotham.
I'll always support you, Harvey.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. Thank you.
Unless you have a horrible burn on one side of
You
your
don't know how
face, and
much
then we
this
cannot be
means to
friends
me.
any longer.
To Gotham. I'm sorry, Bruce. The makeup person is here. Guess she needs to put on my face.
Is he like holding his
I hope you
phone
can still
like?
watch the debate somewhere.
I feel like he's holding his phone
No
like
matter
away
what
from
I
his
have to say
head.
tonight, remember,
He's like one of those guys that's on speakerphone and
You
it's just
are always
like,
my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, okay, buddy, okay. Because then I feel like it's just him being really, yeah, true. If the person's being obnoxiously loud. I don't know, I usually just put him on speakerphone and then, like, just talk with it in front of my face then. But, I don't know.
Batman. Yeah, all quiet so far.
I've got a feeling that's about to change.
Just so we're clear, you and me, we're on shaky ground.
Jim, listen.
No, listen to me. The excessive violence, it can't go on. Most of the GCPD already think you're a monster. Don't prove them right.
I'm sorry for putting you in a difficult spot, Jim. I value our working relationship.
But can we take our working relationship to the next
That's why I
level?
need you to rein it in.
We have bigger things to worry about right
Yeah,
now.
that's true. You don't need to put it on
Your
speakerphone.
security has been compromised.
I've got patrols on every door.
You better check on
How are her and Fee doing?
I'd keep that holstered if I were you.
What's she doing here?
She's my
She
friend
was part of
now.
that robbery at the mayor's office.
We're all on the same side, Jim.
No.
This better not come back to bite me.
I'm sure it will.
Alpha Patrol?
But
come
only
in.
if you ask nicely.
That, incident in the bar. Dead is its own kind of cage. I can't stand being in it. Not that I needed your help or anything, but you had my back.
I totally picture
thought
like
I'd return
Callie's
the
night
favor.
goggles,
You know,
like
you
hers
scratch
right
my
now.
back, I cut some people up.
You don't owe me anything. Those scum had it coming.
And they say chivalry is dead.
Yeah, you know.
None of my men on the ground are responding.
Eating
Enough
cheese and
waiting.
tipping some
We're
cows.
going in.
Alpha, do you read?
Now aren't you glad I'm here?
You have a better shot than my SWAT team of getting in there quietly.
We are seriously underfunded at the GCPD.
Sounds like a vote for Dent, Lieutenant.
Go talk to Brucey about that. But that would also be seen as a bribe, so probably not right now.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our live debate for the next mayor of Gotham City. This is an important debate for these two candidates, incumbent Mayor Hamilton Hill and the challenger Gotham District Attorney Harvey Dent. And it's also important
You're so cute, Sirius.
citizens of Gotham.
Where's Mackie? Where's your buddy? He didn't come back in? What a poser with that superhero landing.
At least we know why they weren't responding.
Gordon, we found one of your patrols. They've been terminated.
Damn sons of...
Ladies and gents, as you might have guessed, there's been a change to tonight's program. First order of business.
God, those look like purge masks.
Firing the moderator.
My God, look at that fucking
I hate
gaudy
to be
gun.
a counter, but these hostages, I don't like their chances.
They just didn't have a head for the issues.
If we're quick and decisive, no one else has to die.
Oh, there's the Mickey.
If you say so.
Hey, bud.
The Penguin's playing for keeps.
Fanatics always do.
You'll do. Get out here. Keep it quiet back there.
These guys are armed to the teeth.
Why is that a phrase?
We
Why
need
is
more
armed to the
moderator.
teeth a phrase?
You there! Yes! You! Thank you for volunteering.
Please, no.
Go on then. Introduce the candidates. Stage fright, huh? All right, I'll get you started, but this is your show.
3 hostiles. Gotta take them out quietly.
Hard of heart, soft and gut. I like it.
And on the right, always smiling to your face, our despicable VA, Harvey Dent. Call me Penguin.
Smart.
Coin toss. It goes first. Question.
Let's get him up and out.
The subject on everyone's mind is the new way
Puppy's back on couch. See over. Nah, we're not gonna. We'll do the door. I shall show you the door. Exit stage left. In a hurry, even.
I told you all the truth, but it's still all this is rubbish.
I gave you what?
Show you from the opening statements, Pillock. Rule 1, talk when I make talk, you know you talk when I say shut your goal. Rule 2, always encouraged. Rule 3, always even when it hurts. You know. That's that guy.
Is that like a puke bucket right in front of her? Jesus.
Keep your heads down. Make for the police line.
Shush.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
My gallant brothers and sisters of Gotham, you have nothing to fear. We are the children of Arkham. We are here to end the masquerade and expose the corruption that rooted your city. For too long, men like your esteemed mayor have profited from the pain of innocence.
They knew this was too big for Oswald alone. Someone else is pulling the strings.
Smart. Let someone else do the dirty work.
Look into the hearts of these spineless creatures, chosen to
Go on, love. You know what to do.
Stabby stab.
Candidates, take off your masks. Show Gotham your true self. Tell them what you really think about the city you pretend to love.
Everybody in Gotham saw that moderator get shot on live TV. What's going on in there?
We're saving the hostages.
Incinerate the poor.
Gotham's flawed. That city isn't. Its flaws make it beautiful.
We're out of time, Batman. The brass is going nuts with those two drunks on stage.
Corrupt politicians.
And what about the corrupt elite? The men whose fortunes are built on corpses. Men like your friend, Bruce Wayne. You're as bad as he is. Happy to look away from what you don't want to see. Roll the tape!
Nope. One ringy dingy.
I thought your father was dead.
Subject 9, Esther Cobblepot. You've been declared criminally insane and committed to Arkham indefinitely as a ward of the state.
Please, I'll sell you the land. Please don't do this.
You had your chance. You should have made the deal we offered you. Give her the drug.
Thomas, we're friends. Our boys play together.
You were warned, Esther. You know I always get what I want. Commence the procedure. Give her a dose she won't come back from.
Oh my god.
Now you know. Now you will see.
Wow, my dad was fucked up.
Batman! You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Oh yeah. Give him the slice and dice.
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
Oh, rip Jeroni.
Please, I made a man.
You could never.
That was all Thomas Wayne.
No, that's Vicky Vale, the reporter. It's not. That wasn't Selina.
I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
That's distracting.
Back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
He won't let you kill anyone else.
Wait your turn, Dent.
Oops. I missed that cue. That was a really fast one. Stupid shift.
You certainly know how to make an entrance.
Yeah, I'm assuming... Well, I don't know what Selina's actually doing at this point.
Go!
Why don't you kick the crap out of him?
No, please, I made a man.
You could never.
That was all Wayne, not me. I took out Thomas Wayne. That was all him. He didn't know when to stop. I had him killed because of it.
That won't bring back my poor old mum. So this is for her.
He won't let you kill anyone else.
Wait your turn, Dent.
That was kind of overkill with all that.
Where's your mate, Bruce Wayne? Your biggest supporter, and he didn't even turn up.
Selina now decides to jump in.
Batman! The rebel revolution's already started! It's too late to join!
Let Dent go.
And what if I don't?
I'll crush every bone in your body.
I knew you'd say something like that.
Nope, we're going after Boo. Why the fuck are you shooting at Batman? There's literally someone trying to kill Harvey.
Harvey.
Where's the maniac in the mask?
Yeah, I'm assuming Scarecrow was the one that was on the television. Yep, and now Two-Face is born. But the stupidest thing is, that is one of the most pointless choices in any game, because you choose to save him, he does not get burned, and still turns into Two-Face.
The Penguin is still at large.
And then Selina's pissed at you because you don't save her. So really the only option there is to actually save Selina if you don't want her pissed at you, because the Harvey line would have gone the same anyway.
He won't be the same after this.
Meanwhile, the Wayne family scandal continued to escalate after the full list of Thomas Wayne's victims was released to the public.
But yeah, I was actually watching a video the other day of like the 10 most pointless choices in video games, and this was one of them. That one was one of them.
Lawyers representing Bruce Wayne have no comment at this time.
We are the children of Arkham, and we have...
But yeah, I assume that guy is like Scarecrow. I can't actually remember. It's been so long since I've watched someone play it, and I don't know if I watched the entire playthrough, honestly. Alright, alright, so UN-70, ease the pain. Because the other option was to freaking hurt him. Try to kiss her, yes. Wow, only less than half did as Batman, okay. Yeah, we decided to continue. Yeah, 61%, save Selina. Yeah, yes. So Bane isn't in the first season of this game. He's actually in the second one. And I believe he is a Mexican luchador, yeah. Alright, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this one, but I'm gonna keep going for maybe like another half hour or so before I gotta get ready and go to some in-person D&D later. Because I gotta take doggos for a walk too at some point. Yeah, Mexican luchador is best Bane.
Mayor Dent. You know, I always assumed Harvey would win, but not like this.
Won by default. He's probably pissed he didn't get his landslide fair and square.
Hey, Harvey's going to be okay.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not the Tom Hardy.
Wondering, why did you do it? Harvey needed you.
Oh, really?
Why save me?
That's
Harvey's
we
your
were talking
best
about that
friend.
early on.
I'm nothing to you. I just don't get it.
I did it because I care about you.
More than
Or
Harvey.
maybe you shouldn't.
But you're Laura Bailey. I must care about you.
I don't think I can do this.
What are you talking about?
I don't want to see what... I just can't, okay? I have to go. I'm sorry. Just go in without me.
It's okay.
Can I take the
get it.
flowers?
You do?
I don't blame you for not wanting to be here.
Thanks.
What is the first line
Please,
he had?
Bruce.
Yeah, because I mean, like in the
Don't tell him
90s,
I was here.
90s
I don't think
Batman,
he'd
where he was
understand.
just souped up on Venom. I don't think that he
Gotham
ever
is
spoke,
still
because he was
reeling
basically just
after
kind of like
last
a
week's
zombie
mayoral
goon of
debate, with the drugging and subsequent murder of
Poison
Mayor
Ivy,
Hamilton
right? He was
Hill.
Poison Ivy's little
Harvey
goon in
Dent
that
was
one.
left running unopposed. After a rather lackluster election, Mayor Dent was sworn in from his hospital bed. Word is he's still recovering from major
Hey,
injuries
Bruce.
sustained at the event.
Yeah.
Harvey, I am so sorry this happened.
Hey, come on. It's not your fault.
Yeah, it
Although
kind
I'm
of fucking
sorry
is.
anyway.
I haven't actually seen it yet. They've had me wrapped up this whole time.
Oh, that's kind of
Numbed
cool, though.
Beyond belief. Maybe it's not that bad. I mean, my family, we heal quick. Could be fine.
I think you should probably prepare for the worst, Harvey.
That's not exactly
Just
what I
in
meant.
case.
Oh. Well. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
Oh.
Yeah, animated
what have you
DC
got
is so much
there?
better than like live action
Yeah.
DC, unfortunately.
I brought you some flowers, though I see I'm not the first.
Yeah, well, my mother and my secretary. Every sick boy's dream. The one woman I thought would visit, or at least
Animated
call,
Darkest
hasn't.
Nights.
Selena's been a no-show. I thought she'd at least come by to congratulate me, if nothing else.
She don't want to see you ugly mug. Sorry. She
Guess
got
we weren't as close as I thought. Guess I can't blame her. The way I look now.
She was here.
What? When?
I met her coming in. She said she had to go.
Oh. Thanks for letting me know. I am glad you're here, though.
I don't know if that makes it worse or better.
Infuriating. Just sitting here and having nothing but time to think about what happened. I wish I could make myself turn it off completely.
That's the Black Lantern and Green Lantern comics.
Footage of
Okay.
the debate over and over.
I will say I don't know.
Preaching it. What
I
a
don't
great
know
guy
much
you
about
are while I go and get
comic book stuff.
face bashed in. It's easy. Every news station is showing it.
Don't do this to yourself. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. Replaying that moment will only drive you crazy.
Yeah, I know that. But here I am.
Trust me. You need to stop.
Do we know who the confirmed
Helpless.
villain is for
Couldn't do
Aquaman 2?
anything.
Because they just, I think, finished
Penguin
filming
would have
that.
just beaten me to death right there in front of everyone. He wanted to. Yeah, I can still hear him laughing. What they did to Hill, to the moderator. I have to live with that. But you heard them up there. But Penguin and that maniac on screen. Ah, this isn't over.
Nice.
I need to stay ahead of them. They're trying to cause discord.
Gotham is in real danger.
All the more reason for me to stand up tonight. and give
Yeah,
the
Black
people
Manta was
hope.
in the first one.
Wait, tonight? I thought you were supposed to be recovering.
My assistant is on her way to pick me up.
I wouldn't be surprised if they
The
brought him
election,
back,
I was
though,
able
because
to
I don't
talk
think they
the
actually
hospital
killed him.
into releasing me early. Not that
I will say
they're
the
too
first one was
happy
pretty
about it.
good. It was
All
pretty
the
good.
doctors keep
I will
telling me to
not
take
be
it
seeing the
easy.
second one just
How
because of the
can I?
whole Amber Heard thing.
Stay in the chair, Mr.
She
Dent.
infuriates me.
Oh, don't overexert yourself, Mr. Dent.
You should probably listen to the doctors. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, well, I've been a very good invalid, Bruce. Don't worry. I can't afford to take it easy right now. Come on, you do the same in my position. Which is why I won't even try to tell you
Which
to
is
not
sad, because I
look
really
into
like
those
Jason
tapes.
Momoa, but...
I know how much you loved
And
your
I,
father, Bruce.
I love all of the like fan
That debate was
castings of
hard on
Emilia
you, too.
Clarke
Finding out your dad
as
drugged
Mira,
Esther
and
Cobblepot,
like people have
Hill
been
admitting to having
photoshopping
both
her
of them
in.
killed.
Oh,
It's a lot
it
to
looks so good
process.
too.
I'm sorry. Just because I keep reliving it doesn't mean you want to.
Yep.
Oswald and I were best friends when we were kids. I knew his mother. Talked to her.
Look, I realize what a terrible friend I've been to you. I was so focused on the campaign. I thought distancing myself from you was the only option. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but supposedly Emilia Clarke is going to be in Marvel Universe now, so...
You don't have to explain yourself to me, Harvey. It was the right call for the campaign. I get that.
Deep fake version.
Still, I abandoned
The
you.
true
You
Snyder
needed me.
cut.
That's not the kind of friend I want to be.
Part of me wants to watch the Snyder cut, but part of me is like, that's 4 hours of my life
What
I'm
is
never
that?
getting back.
Batman symbol.
Coming from near the GCPD? That's one way to get the guy's attention.
And look, I should get going, Harv.
What, already? What else do you have to do? My assistant won't be here for another hour.
It's Alfred.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he just needs to talk to me.
Yeah, of course, go ahead. Tell the old man I said hi.
You're not wearing socks either. What the fuck?
You
I feel like
messed up,
socks
Harv.
would be easier to
Thanks,
animate than individual toes. Yeah, I've seen the original Lord of the Rings trilogy, although I will say, I think I've seen each movie once, with maybe Two Towers a couple times. But I was me and my family were much more into Star Wars than we were Lord of the Rings growing up. So.
Unit 6 in pursuit of suspects westbound on 15th Street.
Yeah, fair, Scamos, fair. I mean, I also saw those when I was a kid and I had a lot more time on my hands, but that's fair.
Understood. Stay on them. We'll think of something.
A little help would be nice.
Hang in there, all right?
Oh, they knew we'd be there, Jim. We don't have enough officers to deal with this.
Oh, Christian De Los Santos is back
Everyone's
doing this
stretched
one.
thin. I'm doing what I can.
Annie's
I have
brother
to go.
making it big.
That light has a bat on it, Jim.
Yeah,
Give
you
me
noticed?
a number to call. I'll rethink my methods. I'm just glad I got your attention.
How could I not get my fucking
I didn't
attention?
have a lot of options. So, here we are.
Not a bad idea. I'm impressed.
I have good ones every now and then. I'd rather have you arrested than come to you for help. But the truth is we're
What the fuck?
I'm calling a truce. Just for tonight.
What, you blaming me for Harvey? I mean, I would blame you for
Right.
Harvey too.
Renee Montoya, one of my officers.
The one who tried to shoot me.
I know, but hear me out. She's trying to clear her name after those animals
I
manipulated
have not
her
seen
to
any of
kill
the Hobbit
Falcone.
movies because I was
She's
against
supposed
them
to be on
making
leave, but she got a
one
tip on the
book
children of
into
Arkham's
3
chemical
movies.
stash. Went
That was
rogue.
just stupid and
She's out there
ridiculous and
alone,
such a cash
and I can't
grab.
spare anyone to back her up. I told her to wait, but this is personal.
I'll find her. We'll take down the Children of Arkham together.
That's what I like to hear. These children of Arkham are everywhere all of a sudden. Where the hell they all come from? I never heard of them before. And that debate.
Never mind how this began. We have to focus on ending it.
If you've got any bright ideas how to do that, I'm all ears.
Gordon, this is Schultz. Over.
Because I will say,
Gordon here.
I think the only
with
the
the
Lord of the
mayor,
Rings
sir. What happened? Is he
universe
okay?
books that I
I don't
actually
know.
read
We
was
lost
actually
him. Took
Hobbit.
off,
I haven't
left us
read any
behind.
of the other ones.
That's
I own
one more
them. I
crisis
just
I can't deal with
haven't
right now.
haven't gotten to it. It's also
keep both Montoya
one
and
book
Dent
that's like
safe.
this thick with all 3 of them in there, and I really don't want to be carrying that around.
You there?
Always.
Haven't seen the animated one though yet either. I know that one's much
Lucius
older.
has made some upgrades. I'll let him explain.
Who are you talking to? You got a whole team or something?
Mike Butler.
A friend who can help us.
That friend got a name?
All right, patching you through to
No,
R&D in Wayne
no, he does not.
Batman, so listen. The first model was only equipped for visual surveillance, but seeing how you use them at the Skyline, I thought you'd need an audio feed as well. The microphones are incredibly sensitive. They can pick up sounds from up to 500 yards. In some cases, you'll even be able to hear through walls.
Nice work.
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Any idea where they might be?
Montoya's car was spotted crossing the bridge to Arkham Island. Could be where the handoff is happening.
What about Dent?
The Probably headed to his acceptance speech. But just left the hospital and we lost sight of him.
Barrels of this stuff to transfer. And not a big window to unload all of that. They said they wanted it done tonight, so it's gotta be done. You wanna argue with them? Be my guest. You just keep an eye out for that cop.
Nobody move! This is the police!
Get her!
No, please, just leave it. It's not gonna get any better.
But you're bleeding.
Then let Gotham see it.
Is that?
No, I told you it's fine.
That car's been behind us since the hospital.
God, is this guy trying to drive us off the road? What the? Oh, damn it!
I gotta go after Harvey.
I'm headed over to Dent. Your guys are gonna have to handle Montoya.
I'll round up what officers I can. Gonna have to head out there myself, too.
Careful, Trim.
I know this is risky, Batman. Just be careful.
Unit 6, requesting backup. Corner of 15th and Main.
New World Order.
We got a major disturbance here. Several armed suspects on the loose.
State of the Union.
We gotta hurry. Batman's on his way.
Relax. Be ready for him.
Listen, I don't want any trouble.
You're too late, Dent.
Get behind me, Deborah! You think I'm scared of you?
Tell me where your leader is.
Take me to your
What
leader.
are you planning?
That all depends on you, Batman.
The fuck that's supposed to mean?
Don't make me hurt you. Start talking, and I'll hand you over to the police in one piece.
Go ahead. There's nothing the cops can do that we won't know about, including every time Gordon uses you as his errand boy.
Everyone all right?
Get the hell away from us. I'm the mayor now, and things are gonna change around here. Starting with people like you.
The fuck's that
This
supposed
city
to
is a
mean?
battleground. Gotham does not need you taking matters into your own hands.
I know you'll be a good mayor for Gotham.
Yeah, well, no thanks to you. You left me for dead once before. You showed me where you stood back at the debate.
Yeah, very Phantom of the Opera.
Come on, let's go. I'll call us a cab.
This is my city now, not yours.
Heads up. They got 3 black and whites headed for the handoff. Gordon's with them.
That's another good movie, Phantom of the Opera.
Alfred.
Are you all right?
Yeah, but they knew I was coming. They seem to be getting info on the GCPD's whereabouts. Not sure how. I need an update on the construction site.
Then again, I don't blame him for wearing a mask thing like that.
We're coming to you.
I'm still bummed that I freaking missed that because of my stupid knees.
You'd better get down there.
On my way.
Fucking falling on my way to Harry Gary Hall. That was just a bad day. Yeah, I definitely want to see that on Broadway, and I want to see the Harry Potter stuff on Broadway too. Cursed Child. Although it sounds like they're making changes, and it's only going to be
He shouldn't have even been here,
one
Lieutenant.
showing instead of two, because you previously were two showings.
Shouting about it isn't going to do him any good.
I don't know how much they're going to
Sure
cut
could've
from
used
it.
your help
But
10 minutes ago. Nice work. Just stroll in to survey the damage. That's what we need.
I was out there saving the mayor's life.
Hi, Mr. Serious.
I didn't know.
Tell me what happened.
They got away. Took one of our guys with them.
Oh yes, okay.
Go ahead.
Hello,
Say
Smicky.
it. This is my fault. I followed them. I got ambushed. And now one
How the
of
hell
our
did she
own
get out of jail?
Stuck with those monsters.
You were trying to track down their drug shipment. Sure, things got messy, but that's not your fault. Your intentions were good.
I got the Force involved. Cost other people their lives. I'm not gonna let that happen again.
Stop! You didn't...
I'll make this right. I promise.
Hurrah!
We got our asses handed to us.
They knew you were coming.
How?
Also
We've been using
interesting.
a secure
I just
channel.
realized that this episode is not
You saying
in
we got a leak?
black and white.
Gordon to command. Anyone there?
I don't know why I just noticed that, but I did.
What is it, Gordon?
Turn that off.
What?
It's been compromised.
Command! You copy?
I'm gonna look into this. I'll let you know what I find.
Hello, Mickey. Hello, Poopy. Alright. This will probably be my last section before I'll have to start getting going. Kel, just to kind of prep, I've got a couple people online, but do you have anybody that you would like me to raid out to, or anybody in chat?
Bruce?
The GCPD's been compromised. The children of Arkham were listening the whole time.
You guys have been so good to me.
That's what I'm going to find
You
out.
boys have been so good.
Alfred, I'm sending over evidence of
Okay.
some kind of
Not a
encrypted
problem.
communication signal.
It's coming up on my screen now.
I got someone
but
I can raid out
I'm
to.
afraid it looks like a bunch of gibberish to me.
I need to go to Wayne Tower and look into this. Get me Lucius on the line.
Yes, right away. If the public finds out the police aren't able to communicate.
We'll fix this, Alfred. We'll make it right. We just have to stay focused.
Yeah, I admire your determination, sir.
Oh, fuzz bucket.
Just be careful, Bruce. I have Lucius on the line now.
Bruce, are you there? I'm looking at this data Alfred sent me. It's messy.
I have to know what the children of Arkham are doing. How fast can you decrypt?
I have to speed up
It's a
that.
tough one, but I should have it cracked soon if you can meet me at Wayne Tower.
Already on my way.
It's time to get some motherfucking upgrades. Give me the upgrades. Alright. I think that is a decent place for us to stop as soon as that save is done. Alright. Well, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate you guys tuning in for me. But we are gonna raid out. Probably won't be on tomorrow, mostly because storm stuff, but I've also potentially got plans. So, probably be back on next weekend. Might do a little bit of this. Might do some Fear 3. I don't know. But I hope everybody has a great rest of their Saturday, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
His that like John's gonna win the title